Hello, this is Brett from MCADD Mama. I hope y'all can see me in here with this light. Excuse my clothes. This week we did the letter G, and we are reading Goodnight Gorilla by Peggy Rathman. The kids are really liking this one because I think it's funny that the monkey sneaks in bed. The gorilla, my gorilla sneaks in bed even after he gets put back to bed, and he sneaks back in, which is very similar to what they do. We have kids crawling in bed all hours of the night trying to sneak into our room. But we did the color purple, and we also did G for like grapes. I just made some great utilities. I drew circles and cut out some purple circles. Not very good circles, and then they pasted them on. This is actually my 3-year-old's. She did a pretty good job. I was actually impressed at how well they handled the glue stick, especially since we never really used them amount to anything yet. And then for him to practice his writing, I wrote in pencil the letters in capital, and he used a Q-tip and some paint and traced them. I didn't do the alphabet for Minnie, but I did shapes. You can see she started, and then she said painting is fun, and just went with it, which is fine. And then I did put together one more grape activity for him. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but inside the grape bunch is lowercase and uppercase letters, and then probably see it better. I put the same thing on the grapes, and he just matches them up. And then on the back of this sheet, let me see here, we go. I have a number bunch. I have they have 15 dots. He would match up the number 15, and then where it says the number, I've got tallies. You can't see the tallies on here, but I'm trying to show him how to count tallies, and we're going to probably work on writing a few tallies tomorrow so that he can get some kind of a number sense for that. But letter G is kind of going slow. We didn't really do any letter or book activities today. He worked in his school notebook a little bit, and we read a book, but Belle had her specialist appointment, which is great because we missed it in January, and as most of you know, you have to at least schedule these things like a month in advance, sometimes up to 3 months, which is, yeah. So it was really good to finally get in there. They did do her genetic testing, and as usual, they drew blood to test her carnitine levels, her level carnitine levels. And what else? So basically, this is going to tell them what genetic mutations she has, which will then tell them the severity of her MCADD. This basically means if it goes as they predict it to, she will come off carnitine on a daily basis. Now, when she is sick, like when she catches the flu or stomach bug, it says she would still have to take it while she's sick. But on a normal daily basis, there's a good chance that she may not have to take it, which is great, even though she's never had a problem taking it. I know some kids supposedly don't like the taste. She acts like she actually likes it, which is, I guess, odd. But we're hoping in 2 weeks that that's the thing, or it's in the amount, our dose amount might go up, or even if it goes up to 1 ml, because we're at 0.9 mils now, if it goes up to 1 mil, she may only have to take it maybe twice a day instead of 3 times a day, which would be great for me because I can give it to her when she wakes up and when we go to bed, instead of, because right now I give it to her at 8 when we wake up, 4, which is after nap time, snack time for me, and midnight, which unfortunately sometimes that's when I go to bed. with my husband, because by the time you get the kids in bed and you do watch a TV show, and then he likes to help me pick up around the house, it's midnight. It just is, unfortunately. And then you get up at crack of dawn, or get up throughout the night. But yeah, this is already 5 minutes. So I'm going to try to wrap this up. But yeah, we're hoping in 2 weeks to get that report back, and that's good news. Either way, it would finally be nice to know where she will be in a year. Because they had already hoped for her to have been off level quarantine at this point. And because of her weight, she was 26 pounds today. And she was 30 inches, which is a pretty good size 1-year-old. She's not even 15 months yet. She's only 14 months. She turns 15 months in like a week. So it's been a long road. You other MCADD mamas know the hospitalizations, the trying to figure, especially if you're like me, when the child was born, they started having problems. That road, trying to figure out, doctors trying to figure out what is wrong with your child, and now you're the hope of getting off medicine and kind of leaving all that behind. We only have to go to the doctor twice a year for this year, every 6 months, and then after she turns 2, we go to once a year, which is great for us because, as any parent knows, a child under 2 has like enough doctor visits as it is between shots and checkups, and you add in specialists and dietitians, it can get hectic. So if you have any questions about what I said, or MCADD in general, or the testing, I will do a follow-up video when I get the results here in a couple weeks about what they were, whether or not she's going to be off medicine, if they just changed the dose, what the plan will be for her. But other than that, good night.